Hey, I'm Dr. Mike Russell, and welcome to this installment of Ask Dr. Mike. Today we're going to answer a Twitter follower's question about fixing some rookie deadlifting mistakes. So we're here today at CrossFit Lionheart in State College, Pennsylvania. I'm here with my training partner and certified strength and conditioning specialist, Todd Bumgardner. And Todd is a deadlifting expert, so it's great to have him here to answer this question. Where we had a Facebook fan, or excuse me, a Twitter follower was asking, they've started deadlifting, and what are some rookie mistakes that they can avoid with deadlifting? And I think this is great. I remember the first, as a teenager, probably 16, 17 years old, was reading fitness magazines and hearing people talk about deadlifting. Like, what is this deadlifting thing? So I felt like it was something I should do. And so I just went to the gym and rolled out a bar and started picking it up. And the gym where I worked out at, the personal trainers there were powerlifters. And I'll never forget, they weren't the nicest guys, but at this one time, this was like the nicest thing the guy ever did, was he came over and he was like, "You're really gonna hurt yourself, you should stop. Let me show you how to do it." And he took about 20 minutes and kind of showed me kind of the mechanics of how to deadlift. So I think if you can, finding someone that can coach you for just 15 or 20 minutes on how to deadlift would be really important. I know it was revolutionary for me. It was probably the nicest thing that guy ever did. And but so Todd will give us a couple of things, like some keys for if you're starting to deadlift. What are some things that you should avoid doing?
Sure. Number one is making sure that your spine stays long and you don't round your back. That's a common problem. There's a lot of debate about this, but the safest thing to do is to keep your spine as long as possible. The second thing we're going to work on is making sure that we create tension in the right places. So without tension, it's harder to be strong when you deadlift, and it's certainly not as safe. And the third thing we're going to do is making sure that we keep the bar on our legs. So if we get the bar out away from our legs, again, not as safe, not as strong. Okay?
All right, so let's get over here to the bar, and I'll be the fitness model, and Todd will coach us through it.
So the first thing Dr. Mike is going to do is align himself with the bar a few inches away. This is very individually dependent, so it depends on your levers as a person, how long your legs are.
So what does that mean? It depends on your levers as a person?
Yeah, so how long your legs are, how long your torso is, how long your arms are. So everyone is going to align in a different place to the bar.
So longer legs closer to the bar, or longer legs farther away from the bar?
Longer legs, you're typically going to be a little bit farther away from the bar.
Okay, so if you're tall, have longer legs, you want to start a little bit farther away from the bar.
Sure. But typically, there's going to be a range of motion somewhere in your midfoot that you want to fall. Okay. So what Dr. Mike is going to do is he's going to bend down to the bar, he's going to grab it, and what he's going to do here is pull himself closer to the bar and make his spine long. So he pulls close, his spine's long. Notice how from the base of his head to his butt, his spine is one unit, it's nice and long. So this is where we want to be. So if you're too close to the bar, you're not going to be able to get your hips in a good position to make your spine long. If you're too far away, you have your butt too low, and then we're turned into a squat rather than a deadlift. Okay, so the rookie mistake here would be to start with your back in a rounded position. So let's go ahead, your spine round. So notice how he had some round in his lumbar spine and the rest of his spine there. That's not good. That's not what we want. So rookie mistake number one: avoid rounding your spine. Now, what we're going to do to help protect that is create tension in the right places. So what Dr. Mike is going to do is dial his feet by twisting them out, and he's going to break the bar by dialing his elbows and pushing the outside of his hands into the bar. From here, he's going to make sure his lats are real tight, and he's going to brace his abs. Good. Now go ahead and deadlift. So with all of that tension, it keeps your spine long, and it also allows you to generate more force. So without that tension, things get a little loose, they get a little sloppy.
When you're talking about breaking the bar, it's twisting your hands like
grabbing the bar,
right? Twisting
breaking
this
it
way.
that way.
Yeah, twisting that way. Okay.
Good. Now, the third mistake is letting the bar drift away from your body. This puts a lot of undue stress on your lumbar spine, and you're also not as strong. So go ahead and do a rep without the bar touching your legs. Good. So this isn't what we want. This is bad. So the easiest way to avoid that is to pull the bar into your body the whole time. So you'll also create lat tension, and you'll keep the bar closer to your hips. Good. Don't let it drift away. Bar's on his legs the whole time.
And this is oftentimes why you see people when they're deadlifting, like their legs get cut up.
Right, yeah, you see their shins break up a little bit. Good.
Oh, and I think also too, when you're pulling the bar close to your body, that helps you pull back.
Sure.
Kind of sit back into it and pull with your hips.
Use your hips more.
More than your back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think oftentimes, we see this here at the gym a lot, is when someone will go to deadlift, it's like they straighten their legs, and then they kind of stand up with your back.
Right.
Then maybe kind of a bonus rookie mistake is that sequence.
Yeah. So it's hips and knees together. Always hips and knees in coordination. It's never knees before the hips.
Yeah. So it would be kind of not like this,
right,
which you see often, but
hips and knees in coordination. Good. Bar right on the legs. Good.
All right. So those would be your 3 things. So we're talking about keeping a long spine, maintaining tension, so twisting and kind of getting that tension in your hips, and then with your hands giving you that additional tension in your lats, and then keeping the bar really close to your body. Okay, so those are 3 things. If you can find someone who knows a lot about deadlifting and they could actually coach you through it for say 20 or 30 minutes, it's probably going to be a great use of your time as well. So if you have any questions about deadlifting, like I said, Todd is a deadlifting fanatic. So if you have any questions, just post them below the video, either at YouTube or at microcell.com. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and come back every Friday for more Ask Dr. Mike videos.